Welcome to Chaotic Calling streaming. My name is Starwind. These guys are muted for a reason at the moment. Welcome to Chaotic Calling streaming. And apparently, I did not mute my stream, so let me go ahead and do that. All right. Well, good to know the volume worked. It's going to be looping for a minute. Mute my stream, so let me go ahead and do that. There we go. I muted it now. We're good, guys. We're good, guys. I want to introduce you to the new feature for all you Twitch chatters. We are doing the Triple D. Star, that's disgusting. I know. No, it actually means deck draw dono. If you want to donate $25 to the channel, we will do a deck draw. And if you want to give everybody a deck draw, we'll do that too. I don't care how many you want. I mean, it help me feed my kobold. Shell is a very hungry kobold. She needs your help, guys. Please save me. I'm very starved for attention. All right. Anyway, welcome back to our Lost Mines of Phandelver. And I think you had a recap to read for us, didn't you, Cookie?
Yeah, we got a little recap and a little character introductions that we can do for sure. Let's start with a little recap this time. So last week we had our characters made it back to Phandalin, made it through the inspection. They were joined by a new character, Agatha. They decided to go check out a few places in town, and come to find out, it was a celebration of Timora Festival in town. And so they had a fun little experience with the drunken town master and a nice little encounter with the red brands, almost kidnapping one. And then they made it their way to
What?
the Shrine of Luck.
I don't think that was kidnapping.
And
That was attempted murder, wasn't it?
I mean, we didn't go down that road yet, but we'll see.
No, not yet.
Yeah, not yet. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time the party's committed murder in town, but
Yeah.
yeah. So
I mean,
we made it
hopefully
back
not
to
the last.
I mean, we have
Made
our
it back
weapons
to-
now, so whose fault is
You
this?
do for the time being, yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Hopefully there we go. I'm getting the reactive screen to slowly start working, guys.
Yeah.
So bear with me.
So yeah, we made it back to the Shrine of Luck, where the party went to the back room to spin the wheel of luck, and Shella was first up to spin, and the party was mysteriously teleported to an alternate version of the shrine, where they did get their weapons back and got to encounter a couple monsters. And upon return, came back safely, and Remy was next, running up and spinning the wheel of luck. And last we left, a bright light had come from the wheel and blinded the entire party. And so before we begin, we'll go ahead and go through our character introduction, starting off with Shella.
Oh, hi. I'm shy. No, I mean Shella. I am a red scale kobold who has adopted all the new rules for our kobold friends, so I can't pack tactic anymore, nor am I allowed to grovel. Though I'm very good. I'm sorry. Shella is a shadow sorceress in this series, and she has been, perhaps have a haunted background. She doesn't know much about her past, but she's here in this realm with these fine adventurers, looking to make a name for herself. That's it.
All right. Next up, we have Serenity.
Oh, so soon. Hello, I'm Serenity. I'm your tiefling bard. Someone needed support, and here I am. Serenity is a bard tiefling. Wow, just repeating myself here.
I think we got that part. Oh, right.
She's a bit lost, but she's in with this group of murderers and hanging along for the ride.
All right. Next up, we have Ko.
Hey, I'm Ko. I'm your big favorite barbarian. 7'2", tattoos, green eyes. Yeah, don't wear a shirt.
Like
big
long
X.
walks on beach.
Like long walks on beach. I like a nice glass of homemade my Robrew ale, and I'm a dog person.
There you go. Oh man, what a disappointment.
You're
Nice.
still my beating heart.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Zill.
God damn it. Okay, hello. Sorry,
What?
that's
Oh
me.
damn God, it's not his
That's
fault.
me getting angry at my essay. Still not finished. Zill is your ever so talkative Hexblade Warlock Goblin. Still dealing with the party's shenanigans and listening to them, albeit he wants to not to. Still
Alright.
enjoying what I've done.
Yeah. And next up, we have Remy.
Hi, I'm Remy. I'm a bitch,
Welcome to
and
the
I know
group.
it. I love it.
I'm a
Y'all ain't gonna
recovering
change me,
punchaholic.
so don't even try.
I'm a
I'm a
recovering
monk,
punchaholic.
and I'm a dark elf. So,
Right. What's her?
Oh yeah, has a great slap on her. Yeah. And then last up, we have Agatha.
The fact while they're alive is even amazing. Agatha is a 5 foot something, definitely human, quote unquote. Red hair, purple eyes, kind of a small framed build. That's kind of all I have.
Yeah. All right. So we've got our introductions. We're gonna transition maps here for a second. Dun, dun, dun. Come here.
Get over here.
Do, do, do. Nope, not that one. There we go. All right. So we're gonna go back to the Shrine of Luck for a moment. And as I said, last we left off, Remy had gone up and spun the wheel, and this bright light came out and blinded the party. And as the light starts to fade in the room and everybody's able to kind of slowly see again, Remy is gone. And out of the wheel,
no.
Shella, you notice a butterfly.
Ooh,
And it
butterfly.
it flies over towards Agatha. And as that happens, I need you to give me a history check.
Oh, okay.
Wait, was Remy a caterpillar?
she
Here.
exploded. She exploded, guys. History.
good job, Sheila.
I
That's
Right
why you
tried.
get a
here,
blind
an
sheet.
18. Oh, perfect. Perfect.
I
So
chased the
with
butterfly.
that, as you see the butterfly and you look towards Agatha and see her face, you start to recognize, or you have a memory flashback where you recognize Agatha's face from a person named Arthur. And you also remember that you used to be part of an adventuring group, and you remember some names. These names start to slowly flow through your head. Kronk, Christopher, Arthur, Jack, Bull, and Avra. As you remember that you were once part of an adventuring group, and somehow you made it here.
Unfortunately, I'm sad remembering that because I had to leave that group. I still chased the butterfly.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Where did Remy go?
And
Who
as you
cares?
ask
There's a
that
butterfly.
question, we're gonna actually transition to a new map.
Oh hell yeah, guys!
You can solo
So
this, right?
Remy,
Hell yeah!
Oh my god, you went to heaven.
as the light starts to like fade and you start to kind of get your vision again,
Is
you're
it
now
still sunny?
on. It's very bright, very sunny. You're on. It looks like
Yeah.
an island, like tropical, little wonderful area. And as you look, you see a stone path in front of you, leading to the end with a table with a small chest on it that seems to be kind of glowing a little bit.
Squinting, I will make my way toward said table.
All right.
We're all
I'll
like, well,
stop
has anything
right
happened
here,
yet?
Yeah. Yeah. So you walk up along the path, and as you walk up towards the chest, you notice what looks to be a small, slightly glowing treasure chest in front of you.
Oh no. I think I'm gonna crawl on the table and take a look at the treasure chest.
All right. So do you want to do an inspection or an investigation? I mean. All right. Go ahead and roll me an investigation.
You got this, Remy?
Yeah, I got this. No, I don't. But we'll see. 14.
Roll a perception check as well.
Alright.
You see
11.
fangs. No.
All right. So with that investigation, you will look it through the chest, and doesn't appear to be trapped, doesn't appear to be anything bad, just appears to be a small glowing treasure chest, almost as if it was put there just for you.
Mm-hmm.
Do it.
I'm I'm
Do
still
it.
very cautious. Well, then again, she is a drow, so like the sun is probably hurting her eyes. She don't want to look up or like. So
I'm the devil on your shoulder
yeah,
saying do it.
she'll go for it.
All right. And as you open the chest, two things happen.
Mm-hmm.
You notice a small green ring, or a small ring with a green gemstone inside the chest. And there is also a creature that appears just outside on the path. And it's just calmly looking at you. And the creature itself looks like a rabbit, but more of an elongated body, and it has these wonderful antlers. And what I'll do, just for stream and everything, is I'll go ahead and make it a little bigger so we can see the token.
Sure.
Please.
I mean, it is kind of big already.
I want to see this jackalope. I mean, what?
It's a Windermere. Wait, what?
So let me just...
Windermere.
So yeah, for everybody to see.
Oh my god, that's glorious.
That is the jackalope, and it's a pretty decent size. But yeah, this like mystical looking creature just appears and just kind of looks at you as you open the chest.
Lay it.
I'm gonna point at the chest. I'm gonna say, "Is this yours?"
And the jackalope will speak and say, "No, it's
Oh my
yours.
God.
This is my blessing for you. You spun the wheel. And this is the luck and good fortune that you have gotten for the day."
She's gonna humbly bow, and she's going to say, "Thank you."
Of course.
And then she's gonna take the ring.
Humbled by
So
a
you can
jackalope.
add a ring with green gemstone into your inventory, unless you put it on.
Oh, she's putting it on.
Are you gonna put it on? All right. You begin to attune to the ring. In 1 hour, you will find out what it is.
Nice.
All right. Let's go back to the other party members.
And the jackalope will kind of look at you and go, "Is there any other blessing you might be looking for today?"
Bro needs a really good girlfriend.
And the
He's
jackalope will
random.
say, "What about that tavern maid back in Neverwinter?"
She needs one too.
Girlfriend, she
Not a girlfriend, a boyfriend.
meant. No.
Well,
No, I heard you.
we'll see. We'll see. Maybe he'll get lucky. Maybe not.
You'll just have to spin the wheel.
But that's Co. I'm asking about you.
I want for nothing.
Fair enough. Well,
I
if
have
you ever
my certain people around me, though. It's kind of quiet without them, but hey.
I'll tell you what, if you're ever feeling down on your luck, come back to the shrine and speak to the sister, and maybe one day we'll meet again.
I hope so.
And the jackalope will kind of bow towards you.
We'll
And
share that bow.
and as you bow, this time, instead of a bright light, it will be a darker light to kind of not hurt your eyes.
Hell yeah.
Ian
Yeah.
forgot you were a drought. No.
I was just kind of playing it out.
No, it's fine.
Flashbang.
And you will come and pop right back into the room from the wheel. And for all the other players, you see the wheel kind of like start to move a little bit. And this time it will be or you won't see a light or anything, you'll just see Remy kind of appear back into the room.
Oh, there you are, Remy. Hey, did you see that butterfly? Is that butterfly still flying?
Yeah, the butterfly went over and like landed on Agatha.
Okay, I walk up to Agatha and try to palm it.
It doesn't try to fly away. It lets you.
Oh,
Sister, is that what happened to us? We just disappeared and reappeared like that. Earlier.
Yes, it's kind of, sort of. It's a little different every time, you know. It's Timora works in mysterious ways, kind of. Ha 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 ha. No. But you never know what you're gonna get with the wheels. Sometimes it's bright light, sometimes it's a dark portal, sometimes it's, well, multiple different colors. We haven't quite figured out if it means anything per se, or if it's just random chance like everything else.
And welcome back, Remy.
Remy's going to show her ring, specifically at the sister.
Oh, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting I'm the sister for a second. So yeah, the sister will look and go, "Oh, yes. Seems Timora blessed you."
Uh-huh. She
How
kind
was
of
your
gives a wicked
experience?
smile.
And the
as she
sister will look
pops a
and
chip
go,
in her mouth.
"Oh, yeah." She pops a chip. Where did you get those lovely chips? But what happened? Did you what was the experience? I'd love to know. I see this wheel all day, but I never really get to enjoy it myself. I just more live
Think
through
of a
everybody.
park setting with
Yeah.
greens on each side, with a pebbled pathway leading to this round table out in the middle of nowhere. Then, upon the table, you see a glowing chest.
Huh.
Inside said chest was this. She points to her ring again. Upon seeing the ring, my lovely blue eyes connected with that of a giant mystical creature of some sort.
Mystical creature?
You got to
ears
experience Timora?
and long ears. Look like a rabbit, but not quite.
I've heard that story a few times of a creature like that, saying that it was a form of Timora, or it's wonderful. You got to meet her and share in her blessings. Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing what she can do, is it not? How did you feel? How was it?
You met a god?
I guess. I mean, I told her I didn't want for anything. And then he told me if I ever needed or ever felt down on my luck to come and visit the shrine and you.
Oh, yes, yes. She doesn't play favorites per se, but she sounds like she's definitely taken a liking to you for sure. It's always good to be blessed by Timora and in her good graces. You never know when luck might come in handy.
Yeah, cool. She's gonna giggle.
So the sister will look around and say, would anybody else like to spin?
I mean, I would, but the three of us that could have a roll at it if they want.
Do it. Sorry, that was the devil talking again.
Yes, Emperor Palpatine.
Yes, very well. But before like anybody does anything, like the butterfly that Shell has captured, she's just been kind of like looking at it absently, and then kind of like glancing up at Agatha off and on, and then kind of like releases the butterfly to Agatha, and just being kind of like trapped in her own thoughts, standing next to Agatha with no reason, or at least doesn't say anything about it.
Yeah, Agatha, I gotta ask, how are you responding to this butterfly and Shella like playing with this butterfly? Anything?
Nothing physically. Mentally, she's making notes of it. Definitely gonna have a talk with her later.
All right. How's everybody else feeling it so far?
About a
Buff
butterfly?
table? Buff table.
No,
So
just
much
in
better
general
spin
about
that damn
everything.
wheel.
Serenity's kind of serene.
Yeah.
I was a
Spin
little
the wheel.
hungry.
Someone else is jumping up.
All right, so Serenity, you're gonna spin?
Yeah, we're gonna spin it.
All right, cool. Give me a D100.
Can we
16.
roll above 20?
Right? Can you please? There's so much more to this, but I mean, I did mix them all up
Yeah.
pretty fairly well. All right, let me see what I did for that one.
Tactical nuke incoming.
Could you imagine?
All right,
Well, we know what kind of luck you have. Then.
roll me a D4.
D4 coming in.
Nice.
Hey,
So as you go to spin the wheel, it round and round and round and round it goes, and it slowly comes to a stop, and you hear the sound of coins as 25 gold drops out of the wheel into your hand.
Oh, that's a nice payday.
I swear to heaven.
And Sister will say, "Ooh, that may come in handy for some of our other games we have." If you're into games of luck and everything. But yes, Timora blesses yet again.
That she does. Anybody else? Serenity's gonna step back.
That
oh, are you going to do it?
Yeah, I guess I'll do it if Zill's not going to go first. All right. I'll get up.
All right.
Brace yourselves. I don't want anyone to get hurt by chance.
Sorry, I found a coin collector button.
D100?
Yeah, D100, and if you roll less than 20, roll again, because I want some other numbers.
There you go.
28, that works. Let's see what that one is.
Thanks, D100. Hey, Co.
Success.
Yes.
Guess what?
I'm back.
You're here.
Yes. Why
Uh-huh.
would you put me with such a majestic creature? Oh no.
So yeah, this time you spin the wheel, and it spins and spins and spins, and this like green shimmering light comes out of the wheel, and you are now teleported to this wonderful little islandscape, and you see the path and everything, and you see at the end there is a table with a chest, and you also see the jackalope who is standing by, not hiding anymore.
First Co's gonna like as he like pops up here, he's gonna take it all in and be like, gosh, dang it. If I find out this place is run by people that are apes, I'm gonna be so mad. Like a Planet of the Apes thing. Like it's all right. I'm gonna just start moving forward. I'm trying to think like what Co would do would probably he would look around for a long time, but I don't want to take a lot of time up doing that. So I think he would just kind of like scout around and make sure there's no like instant harm coming to him, and then he'll approach closer. So it'll probably take him like a 45 minutes to kind of check his surroundings and be like, all right, clearly I'm not going to fight.
I will say you feel a sense of calm and peace and serene here as you're here. And if you would, be really hesitant within the first few minutes, the jackalope would approach you.
Oh, okay.
It would,
okay.
yeah, it wouldn't take long for. So yeah, as you kind of like start to kind of get your bearings and figure out where you're at, the jackalope will just approach and say, "Welcome, traveler. You feeling lucky today?"
Stony thinks you are because he just bought you a boon.
Oh, heck yeah, Stony. Heck yeah.
I'll get
Pour in the blessings for Co.
Looks like it's a 1.
A 1?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's a bane.
Oh, with advantage. No, that's a boon.
No,
gotcha.
no. If we're doing rollies and you roll a nat 1,
I gotcha.
Yeah, but this
I was like,
to
oh
use.
no.
Yeah, you're good. So you get advantage on your next attack, saving, or ability check.
Sweet, that works.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah, mystical creature. I just heard that Remy saw something kind of like this, and did you see Remy?
Oh yes, I did see Remy. She said you need a girlfriend.
Oh, damn it.
I suggested the Tavern Maiden in Neverwinter.
Yeah, she was pretty cool. I don't want to be like held down by anything, I'm just a lowly traveler and that kind of life. I don't want to put that on anyone to make them wait on me. Yeah, I'm kind of like a Rolling Stone, and
yeah, no, I got you. I got you. I think I have something special for you. Something something you'd really enjoy. Why don't you go take a look on the table over there?
Oh, sweet.
Jeez, Remy, you're being so mean.
Get out of here, Remy. I'm gonna walk by and then kind of like look at the Tybor. I'm not gonna say anything, but in my head, Co's thinking how nice it would be to have that fur as a coat. I'll walk up to the table.
So as you walk up, you notice it's a treasure chest, but it's more of a elongated chest. Yeah, it's not quite small. It's actually a little bit bigger, a little more elongated.
That's what she said. Right, Co? No, I guess
Yep.
not. Huh?
Yeah.
No, you were. You're not aboard the train. You're getting off.
I'm gonna pop my knuckles and then open up the chest and.
All right. So as you open up the chest, you see a very well-made, slightly decorated axe.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Nice.
love axes.
We
I
found your
love axes
girlfriend.
as almost as much as me. That is so great. All right, I'm gonna pick this baby up and I'm gonna start feeling it, investigating it. Anything notable about this axe?
You do notice that on the axe, it's got some intricate looks like it's been hand carved and hand inlaid and stuff, and it's this like red stripes kind of going through and around and like curling around the axe, and you see the image of just helmets on there, like a full helm.
Okay, I'm gonna turn to Timora. Uh, this is very, very nice of you. Are you trying to tell me to free the town from these terrible people that have taken over it? That's what I feel like you're trying to tell me right now.
I do no such thing. I merely bestow gifts of luck and good fortune, and I figured a raging barbarian like yourself would do well with a nice axe. Would you not?
Oh yeah, yeah. We're gonna get some good use out of this bad boy.
All right. And so, yeah, for now, you can just put a regular
Great axe.
battle axe or great axe, I guess it is technically.
Okay.
And a little bit of difference on the
and
battle axe being one-handed.
yeah. This would be a two-handed for sure.
All right.
So that's the great axe,
Beautiful,
right?
great
Yeah,
axe.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and in 1 hour, when you attune to it, you can find out what it is.
Or you could talk to
Sweet.
your local sorcerer and do an Arcana check for free.
Okay, I'm
And
gonna take it, and then can I run up and give it a big hug?
yes, as you approach it, it will kind of bow down and lean into you.
I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna hug it. And I'm gonna see how tight I can hug it before it pushes me away.
Well,
Testing the boundaries.
as you go to hug it, you embrace it for a moment, and then you
Oh,
come
fair
right back
enough.
to the shrine.
You're now hugging your axe. A little too
Yeah,
close
and
for your chin.
you can bring yourself back over.
Okay.
And there's Coat.
Oh, it seems
Hey,
like we
what's up,
all
y'all?
don't have to go.
I got a really cool axe. Look at this.
Ooh, yes, she's blessed you well, it looks like. A very well endowed axe you have there.
Yeah. I thought so too. I've been
Yeah.
told that. But yeah, Shella, there's some
Mhm.
interesting things about this axe. I'm going to
Oh?
spend time attuning to it, but if you don't mind taking a little peek-see, because I think it might be right up your alley of things you could identify.
I mean, I could look, I guess. You could definitely tell she seems a little dejected for no reason.
I mean,
Uh,
we don't have
uh,
to, Shella. Are you preoccupied?
No, I don't mind. I'm just... My head's a little fuzzy, but I could take a look.
Yeah, if you want to make an Arcana check, go ahead.
Boop. It's a great axe.
Yeah, Shella, all
It's
you
very
notice is
great.
that it looks like a very well made, very, well decorated, ornate great axe.
I will say, if you want, you could give me your advantage that you would have had if you wanted to spend it that way.
If the
Otherwise,
temple
just
has a
wait an hour.
pearl- If the
Yeah,
temple
I'll
has a
just wait
pearl, I
the
can
hour.
identify it for you.
Alright.
Why would they waste their efforts in that?
I'm sorry, say that again. I missed what was.
If the temple has a pearl, I can identify that for you.
I don't have any pearls lying around at the moment.
All right. No worries.
She'll look over at Zill and say, "Would you like to spin the wheel? I believe you're one of the last ones here." Or Agatha?
Agatha hasn't had a chance. You want to give it a spin?
Agatha will look at Zill real quick.
That was a quick look you gave.
I guess I'll go.
I'm sorry.
What?
Oh no, Zill, do you still
literally
need
just came
time
back
for
from
your
Zill.
thing?
I've been working on it for the past 2 hours.
If
All
you
right,
still
I've
need
been
a
focusing
couple.
on that. Hold up. No,
Yeah.
I'm good. I'll just put it on the side for now.
You gonna spin the wheel then? Yeah, focus on game then.
I got you. Sure. All right.
See ya.
Jill will get up from her seat, go up to the wheel, and hesitantly put the coin in there, wherever the hole it goes into.
I think you just give it to the sister.
There,
Whatever
I,
level.
I will say there is like a little bucket where you just kind of like set it, drop it into next to before you spin the wheel. Haven't been real clear on that, but we'll go with that for now.
I see.
Yeah. So as you put the coin down and you go to spin the wheel, roll me a d100.
Hey, that's a high number.
Ooh,
There's a
that's
high
new
number.
Let's see what that
Now
one
let's see what
is.
suicide mission we're going on.
I think it was a 1 it'd be a suicide mission.
Nice. It's a 3.
Go meet the Cookie Monster. Crimson.
y'all
No.
are y'all are just doing real well.
Serenity's gonna look at the 25 gold as Zill disappears.
Alright.
Why couldn't I get this lucky? No.
So yeah, so Zill, you know, the wheel lights up again, and this time it lights up blue, and you're sucked in, and you appear in this kind of like island foresty area, and you see a stone path with a small chest, and you also see a jackalope.
I'm going to insight that, Jack.
You want to what?
I'm going to insight, see if it's hostile.
Okay, go ahead.
Obviously hasn't been paying attention for the last half hour.
Hey, I mean, but he
To be
wouldn't.
That's meta. That's meta talk right there,
No,
Star. and you
just
know
saying,
that.
just saying.
So yeah, no, you get no sense of danger or hostility from the creature. In fact, it's the complete opposite. You feel calm and serene. Like everything is peaceful here. And the jackalope will look at you and will just say, "Are you all right? You don't fear me. It's everything's fine."
Zill will walk up.
And the jackalope will kind of look and say, "Oh, my child, can you not speak? Would you like to for a moment?"
You see him think. Zill will think about that. He'll nod.
Okay. Nod yes.
Yes.
Okay. And the jackalope will kind of walk up to you and tilt forward, and from its horns, a green glowing light will kind of come out and surround you. And for the time being, your tongue is restored and you are able to speak.
Thank you.
Of course, you are in my realm, in my domain, and no child in my domain should have to suffer something like that. How are you?
That's a question. I am confused.
What's so confusing?
Where are we?
You're in the domain of Timora. This is my happy place. This is where I like to go and seek some peace and serenity. And every once in a while, an adventurer is lucky enough to make their way to my domain through some way or another, and I like to give blessings of luck and good fortune.
And you are Timora.
I am.
Why have you brought me here?
I have a gift for you if you'll have it. It's on the table over there.
So we'll look over. I get to see the table. And he'll walk over to the table.
Alright. And on the table, you see a small, ornate chest that's giving off a little bit of light, kind of glowing a little bit. And you'll hear the jackalope, yes, 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 please, please, it's all yours.
I'll open the chest.
Alright. And inside the chest, you find a small stone that appears to be what was giving off the light. So there's just a small glowing stone in the chest, and she'll say, please, please. It's a very lucky stone that will help you quite a bit. Please take it. It's my blessing to you.
We'll do an Arcana check on it.
Go for it.
Nice.
You have in front of you a stone of good luck.
Nice.
See,
Very good.
I'll take it.
And Timora will look at you and say, I hope you enjoy that blessing. It should hopefully help you in the future. Have you enjoyed being able to speak again?
It's been nice. But I think it's time to go back to my punishment.
Punishment for what?
A lot of things.
I mean, is this a personal punishment or a punishment from somebody else exactly? I just want to understand your situation. It seems kind of unlucky, and I don't like that.
Zil will sigh. Punishment for the misdeeds I brought to my clan.
I imagine being a warlock, it's a little difficult to kind of do what you do with this punishment. It almost seems cruel and unfair.
You'd imagine. But then you see the things I've done to get here.
Well, look. Timora judges not. The past is the past, and how you atone is up to you. I do not judge or give out that. I merely give out blessings. But if you would like, I could give you the ability to speak, at least for a little while.
No.
Okay. That's perfectly fine. I just thought I'd offer that up for you.
I thank you, but if I wanted it to be fixed, I would have done so a very long time ago.
Fair enough. Well, I hope that nothing but luck and good fortune comes upon you. And Timora will bow down at you.
Zil will bow down back.
And as you bow down, back to the shrine you go. And you do have that Stone of Good Luck, and you will need 1 hour to attune to it.
Nice.
You all see Zil return, and he looks a lot more gloomy than when he left.
Not so lucky there, Sil.
Zil will look up, shake his head, and pull out the stone.
That's a nice rock. Yes.
Nice. You got a rock. Can you throw it?
Zil will go back to his seat and sit down.
Aw. Timora blesses once again, it seems. Agatha, I believe you're the last to go if you would like to.
Why not? And too badly. Famous last words. As she'll give it a spin.
Alright. Give me a D100.
Eh.
Oh.
If
That was a lot
we are
more.
nothing but consistent.
Ha 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 ha.
Famous last words.
No, I mean, think of it. We got all kind of
ha ha
12:30.
ha ha. Y'all
Right
are
to
definitely
the
all
back.
consistent
Yep.
right now.
Yep. Yep. I knew it. I love it.
Alright, Agatha. Oh.
Just go swim with the shark. That's what I should have done.
Yeah.
The
So
one
Agatha,
shark.
you spin the wheel. And this time a purple light lights
Is it-
up from the wheel. And you
great
are
color.
sucked in and you appear on this island.
Is it bright?
Hang on. Look at your. Do you need it to not be bright?
This just depends on my
Let me-
next
let me go-
reaction.
Make
If
it
it's
bright.
not bright, she's just gonna do a thing. If it's bright, she's gonna.
You know what? It's been bright for everybody else. Fine. Yeah. It's a nice, bright, sunny time.
As she goes to the port, goes through it. You just hear scream cut out, and then scream in.
And you'll hear a voice. Be calm. Be gentle. Everything is okay. You're in the presence of Timora, and nothing will harm you here.
I find that reassuring. She walks up, looks at the jackalope. Are you supposed to be like some sort of like jackrabbit, deer, and a jackalope?
Yes, you could say that's basically what I am. You know, this is just one of my forms. I find this form is a little more pleasing to mere mortals. My true form is a little overbearing for those. So I have this little domain here where occasionally adventurers come and visit and receive blessings from me.
Oh, okay. Just stares at it for a second.
Do it.
And starts to slowly walk by.
So as you walk towards the table, you'll see a slightly larger chest, and it has a bit of a green glow to it.
She'll walk up to and do the big no of the roads and not check for traps.
Just straight open it.
Yep.
All right. As you open the chest, you see a nice set of leather armor that is decorated with green going throughout.
Oh. She'll kind of just look it over. Then this isn't stud leather, right? Just straight leather.
Studded leather would be better for you, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we can make a studded leather. That's fine.
That's why it's gonna be an improvement either way.
I'm sorry. Say it again.
I was just kind of talking to myself, but anyways.
It would help if you talked to us, too. Progress the story and all that.
Ramble killed Elf Ramble. Anyhow, she'll kind of just put it away in a bag.
You just put it in a bag for now.
Yeah, just a bag for now.
Okay.
So
That's fine. And Tamara will say, yes, you will definitely need that for the future. That and Remy's gift will be of much, much help. Would you like to do anything with that?
she'll stick a finger up at the last second before she just kind of pops back down into the regular world.
So all good?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So yeah. You'll hear those words and the jackalope will bow and we will come back to the party. Back to the Shrine of Luck we are.
As she has her right hand up, finger extended, with a very confused look with the bag in her left hand.
Where'd you go then, Agatha?
I have absolutely no idea. I got this though as she pulls out a studded leather armor.
What? Wonderful! Mm-hmm.
And the sister will say, oh my, weapons, armor, rings. It seems you all have been blessed very, very well. Has everybody
Yes.
enjoyed the celebration so far?
Ooh, I think they try to tell us something, sister. Timora, you got it. We'll do this. Don't worry. Kick some ass for you.
She'll just kind of look at you puzzled. I don't know whatever you mean, but yeah. And she'll just say, well, I tell you what. You still have that task for me, right? Going and speaking to that banshee?
Oh, yeah, we were gonna go do that.
What was the
Yes.
banshee's name again? Ag.
Well, it goes by Agatha, but I need to know the banshee's true name, actually.
Oh, we found her. She's right here. Pull Agatha
Bruh.
over.
Oh shit!
And
Back
sister will just go,
shell
no,
upside down.
that's
What? Your
that's
name's Agatha. What
definitely
a coincidence.
not the right.
Oh, it's not? I mean, the name matches. I thought, okay. Yeah, whenever you said I remember that, I'm like, oh, wait, I just remembered something else that might not work out too well.
Okay. Well,
I'm
so
reading it now.
okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Hey.
ask a question, but yeah, I'll let you read then.
Oh, no.
No,
Yeah,
go ahead.
easy.
I'm paying attention. Go ahead.
Oh, this was actually aimed at Shella. You feeling better? Things making sense more in the head than before?
Seem to recall an old party I used to walk around with.
As he asks you that, Shella,
Yeah.
you start to get a little bit more of the memory,
Okay.
and you remember about being charmed and having to have Minerva intervene.
Why would you do that? Like, I put it there for later. You didn't have to pop this hard candy now.
I
No, no,
don't
it's
know
fine.
these
It's fine.
things. I'm just doing it.
I know. Now I have to go off that now. Yeah, now I look even more nervous at Agatha because I'm not even sure I want to have this conversation anymore. Because
I tell you
she
what,
just
you don't
damn it.
remember exactly what happens. You just remember
Killing an
something
elven
happened with
village.
Arthur, and you remember Minerva doing something, but you don't remember exactly what happened. I'll give you that.
Okay.
Does that
Yeah,
make it a little
sure.
easier?
Not really, but yeah, that'll work. It'll work. It's all good. Oh no, I'm not begging for any more bones. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Yeah, we don't have to use all the lifelines in one go.
No,
You know?
we're not gonna pull all of it out.
At any rate, yeah, she just just fine. I was kind of recalling a couple of faces that I used to walk around with, like I kind of like look at Agatha when I say like someone named Arthur. Oh, and there was also this turtle guy named Kronk. Then he changed his name. It was kind of weird.
I mean, turtles are weird like that.
A turtle named Kronk.
Yeah. And then there was oh, I don't think that party liked me after a while.
Oh no? What's not to like about you, Charlotte?
I know, right? She just kind of like perks up, like, what's wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with me.
You're such a cheerful little kobold.
Apparently, my cheerfulness was lost on some guy named Jack. But
Well,
it's
he doesn't know
okay.
jack shit.
You
You're
sound like a
right.
jackass.
You're right.
Yeah, sister will say, I feel like you fit in much better with this group. I mean, you all seem to have a little bit of a connection going here and there. Little oddballs, but I feel like, Timora is smiling upon us all today.
I
Yeah.
Doesn't
do
everybody
remember.
feel
Do remember
that?
buying a collar and leash for somebody. Oh yeah, that was Abra.
Whatever would you do that for?
I think there was something about pets or something. I don't recall.
Was this like an actual person?
I mean, they stood taller than me, so yeah.
Agatha just immediately turns red and just starts walking out.
Wait, where are you going?
All right.
Oh no.
On to other festivities.
Yes. I mean, we have a couple small games going. There is one small issue though.
No one to punch.
Well, no, I'm sure
Oh.
you're all aware you're not allowed to have weapons, and I can't just have you walking out of here with weapons.
Oh, but I got attuned to it. Don't take it away from me. Sister, please. I am just but a simple Goliath barbarian with anger and emotional issues. Don't take this away from me.
What if we found a bag and put all the stuff that we got in the bag and we just say it's the stuff we want and nobody looks?
That might work. I really don't want to get in trouble with the guards, but
I mean, you didn't give it to us. It was Timora. Thank
Biggest
you,
one
Maury.
literally a gift from the god.
yeah, you're right. Timora blessed with you, and I have no right to take Timora's blessings away. And she'll kind of look around the room a little, and sure enough, she has a sack that you be able to put some items into. And she can
Wait.
easily escort you out and just say, hey, these
There's
are
only
the-
really one weapon, right? Or besides the
Yeah,
weapons we came in with.
Well, you all technically got your weapons back.
After that encounter, yeah.
Yeah, and you still have them right now. So,
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll put them all in the bag.
all right.
Hey,
So
Cole,
yeah,
you
she'll
should
help.
probably carry it because you're strong.
Gotcha. Is this a bag of holding?
Probably just a
Yeah.
regular bag.
So she'll say, "Well, yes, there are some other games and stuff, but honestly, having these weapons and stuff, it might be best if I just escort you out for now, and you're welcome to come back later for other festivities and stuff, but you know, we have the guards around and everything."
Can I send my weapon with them as they leave? Like, I literally only got 25 gold. I'd like to try and earn something with it.
Oof. Anyway, no.
Still, you have no tongue. You can't say that.
Uh, she'll say, "I mean, yes, you're more than welcome to leave the weapons in here and everything, and I know it wasn't much of a blessing comparatively, but you know,
Still is a good blessing, yes.
yes." And like I said, I was saying, you know, the Banshee Agatha, if you can complete that quest for me, I may be able
Well,
to let you spin the wheel again.
as you see, I was close. I found someone named Agatha.
You are much closer than I have seen some. Yes, but
I mean, we got a lot of tasks on our plate, guys. We gotta go find what's his name, and then we gotta go and find.
there's no real great rush to this if you have other pertinent things going. I just wanted to,
Okay.
you know, let you know. But yes, are we ready to leave?
Oh yeah.
Seems fair to me. And if you want,
Yeah.
we can also go on break at this point too.
Yeah, I think this sounds like a good time to take a break. So are we just gonna where is the group gonna head from here? Is all I need to know.
Uh, I mean,
Back to the inn.
the inn. Yeah, I think we need to go to the inn and not kill the red brant that I have for a friend, guys.
Cider.
Yeah. Leave cider out of it. All right.
So yeah, we will transition maps and we will go ahead and take a little break.
I mean,
All right, my
cider got a
friends.
purpose.
Well, he's just there for information, guys. Come on. We're going to go ahead and take our break. It's going to be about 10-15 minutes. We're going to get something to drink, use the restroom. You know what's up. We're going to stretch our legs, get back into the spirit of things. Want to remind you, we do have the Triple D scenario going on. Wait. Now, get your mind out of the gutter. Down below in the panels below, you'll see the deck draw dono. If you want to donate $25 to the stream, they will get a deck draw on whoever you pick. You can even pick me. I don't care. And you can do it for multiple people if you're really feeling generous. And if not, well, then hopefully somebody will one day. Anyway, I just want to announce that I updated the picture for that as well. So just click on the picture down there for the deck draw dono if you want to leave a $25 tip. And that will get a deck of many things drawn instantly on whoever you want to do it to. We'll be back here in a few moments, so stay tuned, everybody. I have been informed we are all back from break. Even that piece of anyway.
That piece of shit.
All right, calm down.
Everyone's favorite.
Everyone's favorite piece of shit. Remy, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't punch me. Don't punch me. Welcome back, everybody. We are playing some D&D. We're back at Phandelver, the Lost Mines of thereof. And go ahead, Cookie. We went to the end, right?
Yeah, so the
Reading.
group goes back to the inn, secretly securing their weapons and not sneaking them back over. And yeah, as you walk in, you'll be greeted by Soldar, who's still just kind of hanging out in the waiting room, and say, "How was the Shrine of Luck? Did you enjoy it?"
Well, we got lucky.
"Oh, did you now?"
Some of us did.
"How
Yeah.
lucky?"
Like, we're
Show
really
your
lucky.
loot, everyone.
Like he's definitely interested. How lucky? What did you get? What happened? Like, share. Do you not want to share the experience?
Remy met a god.
Did you now? What?
And everyone vanished. Like, one after another. They went boop, 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 boop. It's just like around the room kind of thing. It was really quite fascinating. Only Remy told us where she went, though. Everyone else just kind of left it up in the air for interpretation.
Huh. That's quite an interesting time.
I got a
Seem to
weapon.
have been. Oh, did you now?
I saw a butterfly.
Wow.
I got emotionally traumatized.
Oh, no, she
Wow.
didn't.
No, too late for that.
Wait, what?
Ditto.
Looks at Shella.
I I will say, Shella, if you didn't like try to keep that butterfly
Mhm.
and you just like try to let it go, it did follow you.
Oh. Well, then it's kind of like I kind of like handed it off to Agatha. But if it's still floating around, just tell me where and I'll
so
go get it.
it seems attracted to you, and it's just, even though you
Does-
kind of like try to let it go or whatever, it just seems compelled to keep coming back.
Uh-oh. Does it land on my nose?
It just flutters around you for a moment, unless you try and like reach out for it.
Oh, I was just gonna say, if it lands on my nose, I go cross-eyed trying to look at it. What did you want, little one?
And Sildar will just go, "Well, looks like you've made a little friend. You got a weapon. You all seem to have been quite lucky. I was lucky
yeah.
myself while you all were gone."
Oh, yes?
Oh.
And how did luck fortune find you?
"Well, it seems I may have some information on possibly the Red Brands and where they're at."
Sounds like you're the luckiest of all.
You see, I went and talked to a few people, and I found out that my friend Diarno he's a fellow member of the Lord's Alliance, and they've been exploring around Trezendar Manor to the east, in the east part of town. And yeah, just completely disappeared while we were gone. So
The entire manor?
I'm thinking, no, my friend Diarno disappeared around there.
Wow.
And Iarno was specifically investigating the Red Brands and trying to find them. I did find that out, and I did also find out that that my friend over in Alderleaf Farm might have some additional information on it.
Oh, cool.
We should look into the farm and to the east?
So yes, Quiellen is over in Alderleaf Farm, and let me look at the map here.
Where is that?
Alderleaf Farm, from where you all are, will be slightly southeast. So if you went back towards the Town Masters and kept going down the road, it's actually on the way to Trezendar Manor.
Oh, isn't that a
just
coincidence?
off the road. As I look at town, yes, it just so happens to be.
Oh,
So yes, I believe Alderleaf may be a place to gather some additional information, and then it may do us well to investigate the manor for sure.
We now have 2 goals. So long as we're actually is ravaging the Red Brand first target?
were we looking for
Well,
your dwarven friend?
yes, we are, and I reached out to some of my contacts, and I quite haven't got any information about Kragmaw Castle like I had hoped. We still need to try and find the location of that. But like I said, the Red Brands here in town, if we can solve this problem quickly, I know they have their network of things. We may be able to get some information or, something better along those lines. Just right now, that's the only thing we've got. And like I said, my friend Yarno went missing trying to gather information on them, and it's what do you do? I know where Yarno disappeared. I have no idea where they took Gundren right now.
Sounds like you need to quit sending your friends to do stuff.
Well,
Well,
I
we
I
guess
at
mean,
least
you
have a
shouldn't
plan.
either. You shouldn't either, because that'd be bad too.
We at least have a plan, and we can go with that.
Well, we're not good
Yes,
friends, so
yes.
maybe we go this time.
Yes. Well, I mean, first though, it seems you all got your weapons back. We need to do something about that.
Getting weapons? Or getting rid of them?
Well, as you know, you're not allowed to have them around town. I may be able to do something. Once Harbin kind of sobers up a little bit, if I can have a conversation with him, I may be able to make you honorary town watch, I guess you could say. Not directly
Harbin would love
affiliated.
that.
Not directly affiliated with the town guard per se, but more, just additional guardsmen to kind of blend in a little with every day. Look, it's just an idea, but I should have a conversation with him. That may be the only way that we can get away with this, unless we are trying to sneak around town, but that might be a little more dangerous. If I can just simply get his permission.
What's Remy's
Might
reaction
actually-
to this? I want to know what Remy's thinking right now. Remy,
What?
what do you think about this town guard?
I'd rather not say. That's why I'm keeping my mouth shut.
Oh, I was just curious about it because then we could be like, never mind. The moment's lost.
Well, we don't need the weapons so much in town. That's... In town,
Well,
that could cause
it
more
would
chaos.
Trezendar Manor is still in town, and if
Oh, is
that's where they're at, yes, it's on the east side of town. It's kind of out in the outskirts a little bit, but it is still within the town walls.
Oh, it's outskirts. Let's just burn it. No, just kidding, just kidding.
We don't know for sure yet. We can't just go around burning random buildings. That definitely will
I
not
know.
do well. We'd be no better than the Red Brands, would we not?
I...
No, we're always better.
Happening. What if we talk to one of the guards that we might be able to persuade to get us there with our weapons? That way we're not sneaking around, but we might... Because we will need the town's guards once the head is cut off of the Red Brands.
Like I said, we may be able to possibly convince a guardsman to kind of do some kind of favor like that. But let me go to Harbin first. I'm trying to decide if it's better to talk to him drunk or better to talk to him sober. Might be easier to convince him while he's still under the influence right now.
He was also very sobby. It did.
Yes. He does not have much of a backbone. Like I said, that's why if we don't do something against the red brands, I fear nothing will be done. But I saw the way that, the way you handled yourselves over in Kragma Hideout, and I feel you very capable group.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, go talk, see what we got to do about this weapon situation, and then we can go to the farm, and then what's it? Starts with the T. Trezador Castle Manor.
Chesndar Manor. Yes, yes.
I mean, we could go at night, right?
Ooh,
Guards can't see
Well,
at night that well.
less, yeah.
yes, no, we could, in fact. I mean, if you want to do that, I would just need to give word over to Ellen that there will be a group adventuring, just so they're prepared for a nighttime visit. But I don't see a problem with that. Is that what you all would like to do?
Ooh, butterfly.
And who are you letting know that we're going to be doing nighttime shenanigans?
Ellen Alderleaf, one of my contacts, the patron of Alderleaf Farm.
Okay,
They
not
they
someone
have
in guard.
no, not one of the
Okay.
guards. I don't trust any of those
Okay,
fools.
that's what I was confused. I was like, I thought you and I were on the
No,
same page.
Ellen is an old adventuring friend who settled down in town here and runs a farm now.
Okay.
My biggest concern is if this is a festival like we're experiencing right now, like any other festival, doesn't it become more alive at night?
No. This festival we only do during the day. You see everybody around here. We're a big farm community and things like that, so people wake early to take care of things. So there's not, other than the red brands at night, there's not much really going on at night here. But this is normally just a during the day kind of thing, and then as we go into night, the festival kind of fades and we go about our thing.
Sounds like a very interesting and amazing town.
It
Yeah.
has its charm sometimes.
Mm-hmm. So then we should get some rest if we're going to be leaving tonight, yes?
Yes, some rest would probably do well. Like I said, all your rooms are taken care of here. You have no problem, and if you need anything else, you can let me know, and I'll see what I can do.
Go ahead and make us guards while you're at it.
I will do my best for sure. But yes, like I said, I'm gonna go talk to the town master. Please take your rest, and if you do decide to leave here, just hide your weapons in your rooms very, very well. Understood? Just please don't walk around with them until I try and get this fixed. I wouldn't want to risk any unnecessary danger.
Remy
Shelley.
puts her hands in her pocket.
Yeah. Shella sits on her staff. You quite literally beat me to the punch, Remy.
Ah,
Then we are going to hide weapons and... Yes, rest for a bit. I do need to
yes.
run into town and get something.
Store
What do you need?
Pardon?
What do you need so I can possibly direct you? If you're
I need
looking
a
for
pearl.
something special. Need a pearl? Yes. I
Mm.
believe if you go over to the Miners Exchange, they might have some gems and different things over there.
I will go take a look. The pleasures of spellcasting.
Yes, for sure. But if there's nothing else, I think I'll go speak to Harbin and meet back here in say an hour or so.
Sure.
Sure.
All right. and Sildar will go ahead and start heading towards the Town Masters. And I will say, at this point, it will have been long enough that anybody that was attuning to an item is now attuned to it.
Yes.
Hey, I was gonna ask
Remy,
about that.
you have a ring of poison resistance.
Mm-hmm.
And Ko, I'm going to whisper something to you.
Yes.
You have a bow of
Yes.
many things.
It's an anime girl pillow just for
What?
you.
Is it Y'shtola? She my favorite.
Now,
Oh,
Ko,
hell yeah.
I want you to read
Oh,
that and
hell yeah.
understand what it means now that you're attuned to it.
Okay, I'm gonna go look this up.
Oh wait, is this that one?
Oh, come on, roll 20. Don't cheat me. Okay,
I am
sweet.
here to
Here we go.
cheat you left and right.
Okay, it is. Okay.
So yeah, so that's what you all have.
Okay, that changes what I was gonna do. Okay, good to know.
And then yeah. And then who did I give the armor to? Was it
That was to Agatha.
Agatha got armor, right? But you
Yep.
never put it on. You weren't attuning, correct?
No,
did you?
not yet. Not yet.
Okay. So yeah, you still have yours, your armor, and it's still unidentified at this moment. So yeah, I know
Want me
Agatha
to
wants
look
to
at
go
that
to the
for you?
Myers Exchange.
What? Nope.
Would
go
anybody
get a
else in the
pearl.
group like to join them?
Also, my name's
Or what else
Serenity,
is wanted?
I
Join
think.
who?
Or, sorry. I don't know why I keep getting those two mixed up right now.
I do not know.
I know what I was thinking because I gave Agatha the armor, but Serenity needs the pearl. That's why I'm getting confused. Right?
Probably.
Yep.
Yes.
Sounds
Okay,
right,
yeah, that's where I'm making the mistake.
Will-
All right, so yeah, so Serenity needs to go get the pearl. Would anybody like to join them, or
I'll
what
join
is the
them.
rest of the party doing?
Cole is like cuddling the shit out of his axe.
Zil will join Serenity.
Us casters stick together. And she will hold her hand down low for a high five.
Zil will oblige.
Remy's going to get shit-faced.
Based. Based.
All right. Tell you what, anybody that wants to go to the Miner Exchange can go ahead and bring them over to this map here.
I am leaving my rapier at the hotel.
Yeah, that's a good question. Anybody that's coming, if you were trying to sneak a weapon out, you're gonna need to make some checks. But if
Why would I
everybody's
bring my weapons? I am a weapon.
if everybody's just leaving their weapons, you're good to go.
I mean, I have my knife but strapped underneath the dress. That's great.
Yeah, Agatha will hide a dagger in the boot.
They shouldn't be suspecting any weapons anyway.
All
So
right. Well, I tell you what, just
Just
for shits and giggles, anybody that's trying to hide a weapon on them right now, make a sleight of hand check.
okay.
Would that include me, DM?
You didn't go with them.
You
You're-
hiding the weapon?
because of your hands.
Oh, come on now.
Joking.
All right.
Good grief.
So we have those
Yes.
checks just in case. Yeah, just in case anything happens. But yeah, you all
Yeah.
approach a building with up top is a pickaxe, and a sign that just says Phandelver Miners Exchange.
Are you coming for jewels as well, Agatha?
Oh, I need rope and some other stuff.
They might have that here.
And let me pull this up. Make sure see if there's anything special. So yeah, you all walk in and you see a couple people, a couple commoners sitting over to the side, a couple guards in here, and you see.
Is any of
What
them
are
Phil?
you?
I hope it's
I'm
not
sorry.
you,
Say
dude.
again.
Is any of them Phil?
No.
Okay.
Ah, Phil, where you at, bro?
I'll be at
So
the.
yeah, and seated at a table in the middle is a character named Halia Thornton, who is the guildmaster of the Miners Exchange. And she'll just look out and she'll say, "Hello, hello, everyone. What can I do for you today?"
Serenity's gonna kind of skip over. Hi, yes, I'm needing a pearl. Do you
Ah,
sell any?
yes, I do believe we have some of those.
I'm looking
Um,
for a 100 gold grade pearl.
doing some spell casting, are we?
I do like to identify things. I'm an adventurer, and we're just passing through. And I lost my last pearl, so
Fair enough, fair enough. And she'll kind of turn around and she'll look on a wall behind her that has a couple small drawers, and she'll open it up and she'll go, "Yes, this one looks to be just right." And she'll set it on the counter and say, "100 gold?
100 gold. A Serenity will pay the 100 gold.
All right."
Sounds like the
And
dwarves
she'll
were fighting
go,
there for a second.
one second.
This cough
Excuse me.
break was sponsored by ChaoticCalling.
Yeah, and she'll go, "Yes, so you look like some mighty adventurers. What are you doing in town?"
Well, we're just mostly passing through. Honestly, I'm kind of lost myself on where we're going. I'm not the party lead by any stretch of the imagination.
Well,
But
hmm.
but
I
we're
mean, I guess if you're not the leader, then
right. There's
no.
only so much.
I was just saying you look like a good, strong set of adventurers, and I'm not sure how many others you have in your group, if there are more or not. But thought you might be interested in something, but maybe not.
Oh, and Serenity's gonna kind of lean forward on the table. Um, well, what do you got? I'm
So,
certainly curious.
so anybody that's curious can kind of lean in, and she'll say, "How do you feel about the red brands?"
Can I get an insight? Can I do an insight on this?
Sure,
Like, is this a trick question or is this a?
you can do an insight check. Sure.
Is she a traitor or is she with the cause?
Zill's gonna try and lift him up, self up the table.
So yeah, you get a sense that she's not really trying to be hostile or deceptive or anything like that. She's just simply asking you how you feel about them,
Well,
trying to get a feeling for you.
well, I personally don't know too much about them. I know that they aren't particularly liked by a lot of people.
Zill will raise his fist up as high as human can and make a thumbs down.
Ah, okay, okay. I tell you what, would you and your group be interested in taking out their leader for a price?
Do you
Thumbs
know?
up.
Do you know where the leader is?
Yes, actually. Well, pretty sure. At least if what I've gathered has been correct. I hear there's a base under Trezendar Manor, east edge of town. And I know the name of their leader. His name is Glassstaff.
Last staff.
Yes. But
That's
if you're interested, I could, like I said, offer you and your party a nice little price to take the leader out.
Serenity's gonna look between the other two.
I know.
We're listening.
What face makes how much? What face expresses that word?
How much
What's
are
that
you?
word?
How much are you offering?
I'd be willing to give 100 gold to each participating member.
That would be quite the deal, wouldn't it? Well, I'm not the leader. I would love to take you up on this offer.
Well,
Zil will give thumbs up.
well, we don't have to, make anything solid in stone just yet. If you need to talk with your other party members, but the offer is there if you'd like to take it.
Do you know any idea what glass staff looks like?
I bet he's a wizard with that name.
Let me
That is what I
read.
would say.
The only thing that I know is he's called glass staff because he carries around a glass staff. It's the only thing I've heard so far, though.
Damn, really?
I
Damn.
mean, who else is going to walk around with a glass staff?
Yeah, I can't argue with that logic.
But you keep referring to him as he, so he's a male.
I mean, that's just what I've been told, but
Is he human?
as far as I know, yes. Like I said, there isn't. It's the leader of the Red Brands. There's not a lot of information out there, and it's taken a while just to get the location and a name. So,
What can you tell us about the manor itself?
Yeah, boomer.
it's an old abandoned manor. It used to be owned by the Trezendar family, and they apparently owned many properties and just abandoned it here, and nobody really does anything with it.
When did they abandon this manor?
It's been a few years now. Actually, roughly around the time the Red Brands kind of took over town. Now that I think about it.
Interesting coincidence.
Quite possibly, yes.
Can you tell me about the traders? You said
The
the name was Trainer?
Trezendars.
Trezendars.
They were just a wealthy family here in town. Apparently, they were merchants at one point, and the manor used to be a lively part of town. They used to throw parties and share in the town's wealth and everything. And like I said, it does seem like an odd coincidence, but yeah, roughly around the time the Red Brands started causing a ruckus here and really gaining power, the Trezendars maybe they just didn't feel safe anymore, and they just decided to leave.
Did they leave, or did they leave with a bit of a fanfare, like you saw them leave, or did they just
Oh
not?
no! Like I said, they traveled a lot and different things, and one day they just didn't really seem to be there anymore, and nobody really took notice of it at first. And then, like I said, we were dealing with the Red Brands coming in, and it was weird. But then again, sometimes they go off and they go on adventures, but nobody really looked into it.
That is how the rich tend to live their lives, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, actually, now that I think of it, there is one other thing that might be of interest. Yes, we did get some intel that the Red Brands have a goblin that is serving them. It's got these sharp, filed teeth. Much to the same description as the goblins that were ambushing not long ago.
So there might have been a some sort of treaty there.
Yes. Apparently, they have some kind of something going on with them, and yes, if that is one of the Kragmaw goblins, I hope for sure. Oh, I really don't want to think about that. It's been such a trouble dealing with them, but yes, that is all I have for you for now. Speak with your party, and if you're interested, let
If
me
it's
know.
any consolation, most of the goblins from Cragmaw's hideout won't be a problem anymore.
I'm not worried about the hideout. I'm worried about the castle. The hideout was merely an outpost.
And they've been pushed back to the castle, which is helpful in and of itself. They're not nearly as close.
I hope so, for the town's sake, for sure. But anyways, if there's nothing else, I do have some other business I need to attend to.
Of course. Thank you for the pearl. Oh, one more thing. Do you sell rope?
Yes, we have some rope around here.
Agatha here does need some rope.
What kind? Looking for
Uh,
specific for reasons.
Well, what exactly? I mean, we just have normal, regular rope. Well, adventuring rope. We don't really carry specialty ropes of kinds per se. What did you have in mind?
I was looking for silk for whatever reason.
Silk rope. I don't
There's
really
actually
think we
a
have
price
that.
for that in
Yeah,
the Adventurer's Handbook, by the way.
Price is 10 gold.
I don't know if we would carry that per se. I don't know. Let me look. Tell you what. Roll me a d100.
I have a small list
Yeah,
of stuff I need to buy.
she happens to find some silk rope. I think I have about 25 feet here. How much did you need?
Need about 100 feet.
100 feet. Who are you hanging?
What the hell?
I don't have that much. I have about 25 feet.
Do you know how to be able to find some?
Yo, hit up Barthens?
You may be able to search around town. Yes, Barthens may have some.
Says the
I don't know.
cult.
Silk rope is not
Coppertooth.
something we really get the asking for very often.
Certainly not in miners guild.
You know what? I'll take this. How much gold? Since for a 50-foot coil, it's 10.
She'll just charge you 5 gold.
Gotta start somewhere.
And so, did you need anything as well? Thumbs up, thumbs down?
Zill?
Hmm?
You were asked
You
a
need anything?
question.
You good?
Please pay attention.
Do you need anything, Zill? Thumbs up, thumbs down?
Dill
Or you're
will
just-
shake his head.
You're just along for the ride. Appreciate
Nod.
it.
Alright. And with that, if you all have nothing else, we will transition back to the rest of the party because I know Shella wanted to have a conversation while y'all were out.
Yeah.
So yeah, come back to the Stonehill Inn. Oh,
Kick
come
out
on,
those
mouse.
people who aren't here.
That's what's about to happen as soon as my mouse wants to work.
And Remy, don't run off on me. I need you here.
Yeah, Agatha, you're not here. You're not here. So yeah. So we transition back to the inn. And actually, technically, Sildar's not here either. So yeah, we just have Remy, Ko, and Shella back at the inn.
Remy was moved to AFK channel.
Well, oh, Remy, why?
No, Remy.
Hold on. Lexi, are you still here?
Here now.
Yeah, you ran to AFK. Pay attention, girl.
Sorry.
Yeah, you lost track on what was going on. I know. I get it. Okay, so now we're back to this scene. So Remy, don't go nowhere. I need you.
Okay.
Okay. So Shell will be like, "Hey, Ko, Remy, can we talk?"
Sure. What about?
Well, while we were at the temple, that Agatha person, she looked very familiar to me.
Do you know her?
Well, not directly. I had a friend who once transformed, air quotes, into her. Very oddly specific, looking like a redhead like that. Yeah, he liked to play both genders. He would be a male one day and female next, and he kept it secret when he was doing stuff, and sometimes I had to guess if it was actually him. I was wrong a lot of times.
Being a drow, would I know anything about like what Chella's describing to me?
Tell you what, give me a history check.
Alright.
Enough, Jack.
History.
Nice.
Awkward
You
stare.
know what? I'll be kind.
What? No, you don't have to be kind.
I'll be kind.
Sorry. That's
You
really
buying
funny.
her advantage then?
That's
Yes.
really funny.
I gotta spend this cluster somehow.
There you go.
Sure. Why not? Hey, Ko, why don't you
Yes,
make
I'm
the
the
check
clusters
too?
on the clusters.
All right, Remy, go ahead and roll again.
All right, I got your clusters there.
Oh my
right
gosh.
on, yeah, awesome
Oh,
job, Remy.
I was rooting for you too. So
you
yeah,
know so much about this.
you feel like you should know something, but the thoughts just kind of slip through your mind, and you're not really able to discern anything.
You know what, Chella? Maybe I should get some drink in me. That way, I
What?
would
No,
know.
but we gotta go places later, though. Why are you leaving me with this? You both don't understand. I'm
Not
having a
going with-
nervous breakdown. I start shaking.
Shilla. Shilla.
You're not going
Yeah.
with?
Oh, wait.
I'll
You know
put
what? Drinks might be a good idea.
Yeah,
Ko,
you
are
guys
you
go
coming
get
or
drinks.
no?
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm staying here because I can't leave this thing
A
behind.
lot of cargo might need to be expected.
I don't even.
Hmm.
So much cargo could be inspected right now.
So much beautiful baggage.
Backside. I mean, booty. Yeah. Sword, axe. I got a great axe. I gotta stay with my great axe.
Though, imagine.
I see this conversation's not going anywhere.
Ko really does love that axe.
Ko's just sitting there and he's just looking at you. He's like,
I think it is. No,
don't just. If you go inspecting something, just tell me how it goes. Fill me in on the details. I'm staying here.
Oh Lord. So what you naming her? She's gonna point at the axe.
I'm gonna call her. Let's see. Betsy. And Betsy's bloodthirsty.
Sounds fair to me.
Call her Brunhilde or something.
Oh my gosh, Brunhilde is such a great name. Are you kidding me? Okay, Brunhilde is now officially my axe's name. That's a great name.
Nice.
Huh.
Brunhilde.
Yeah,
She craves the blood.
A little bit, at least.
Brunhilde. And then I'm going to start stroking it.
Come on, Chilla.
You-
Come on,
you-
Chilla. Wait, we need to go.
yeah.
You don't need to see
Oh.
that.
Oh, okay. I
What?
mean,
I would hold
Damn,
its hand
Ko.
if I could, Shilla.
Oh no!
And I will say, as you two go to leave, Sildar starts to approach again, and the rest of the party, if you'd like to rejoin, you can start walking up as well.
man, those cows are loud.
Right?
But
They're
no,
like
Remy.
standing at the
Remy.
windows.
Yeah, you don't get it though. She looks just like the person he turned into.
Maybe once I have Something's in me. I can figure this out, Shella.
That was a
Maybe.
lot.
Curiosity, how long was that conversation?
Well, where are you
Oh,
at?
she is not fucking hiding it. She's being loud as
Yeah, we're not-
possible. She don't
we're not-
care.
Well, I don't know. Like, okay, no, this is gonna require a perception check on me to see if I see him sneaking up, or just coming in the vicinity. What do you think?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I
Because
think
if
it's a
I
good
see
one.
him,
Yeah.
because if I see her sneaking or making their way back, I might go quiet.
I-
Otherwise,
Could by disadvantage.
I mean,
I'm not going
you
to.
know,
Yeah, I would say you see Sildar and about what was that, about 25, 30 feet behind him, you see Agatha, Serenity, and Zil coming back up.
I will say probably the most vocal thing, and then once I realized people were coming this way, would probably be like, "But Remy, you don't get it. I saw him turn into," and then stop at that as soon as I see you all rolling up.
So
Serenity's
Sildar
gonna
will
skip
kind
back
of.
towards you guys. I got
So
my
it's-
pearl.
Oh yeah.
Yes. I can now identify all of your items. Well, 2 of your items. I don't have a lot of spell slots yet.
Meanwhile, they all know
Spellcasting
what they
ability.
do now.
Well, that's good. That's good. I also have some good news for the party. If everybody would like to join me back in our meeting room.
We were going to get a drink, damn it!
Oh, we also have good
look.
news.
Look, just give me 5 minutes of your time. Trust me, this will be very good for everybody. And
You're
then
bringing us
you
a
can get a
keg.
drink.
No,
Look,
you're bringing a
everything-
keg right now.
I will buy all the ale that you need.
You
Don't
bring it to
worry.
our room right
Yes,
now,
you
damn it!
will.
Just
Oh
give
God,
me
guys.
5
Don't
minutes.
look over here near Ko because he's doing something weird with his axe.
No, you can watch, but it's happening. It's happening.
Oh, Brunhilde, how I love thee. Look into these eyes and hearken to me. And open thy gates.
You really like
Coward.
that axe, don't you?
Trying to take a drink, Star. Hello.
Hello.
You all right out there, over there, Ko?
I feel good. I feel great. I feel anew.
All right. So I tell you what, like I said, I just need a few minutes of your time, and then the rest of the day is
Wow.
yours until this
We just-
evening.
We just stepped
But-
out of the room for 5 seconds. That's pretty quick.
I know. But check it out.
That was.
I have something for you. And he will hold out a series of badges that have it's a shield with a little P on it. And he will say, this officially makes you part of the P Handlin Town Watch. And as long as you present this badge with you, you can walk around with your weapons without
badge with a P on
any... Yes,
Sorry.
there is an actual P on it.
Sorry,
Yep.
sorry. I imagine this was the badge for Power Rangers. That's what I heard.
For a little
That's
bit,
what
I thought you said there's a little drop of pee on it, and I was like, "What?
Oh.
Oh
Dude.
no!"
No, I was over here going like, "There's 100 jokes here. I just don't even know where to start."
There
yet.
are like a dozen I can think of right now.
Oh
Yeah,
wow,
let's
this
get
P
ready.
looks very interesting.
Look,
And
Harbin... Oh,
Yeah?
sorry, go ahead.
No, you go
Har-
ahead.
They were
I
I
like
mean
their
it seriously. I didn't mean to interrupt. No, just kidding.
Harbin still doesn't know that we're going after the Red Brands. I did not bring that up. But what I did tell him was in order to try and, remedy some of the wrongdoings that you all apparently have done here in town,
I
you
didn't
would
do
like
anything
to
wrong.
volunteer service for the Town Watch. And he was gracious enough to agree as long as you don't get into any encounters with them in public, understand? So while we're in
Alrighty.
town, trust me, once we get to the hideouts, now yes, if they are like attacking somebody and hurting or doing something bad,
Okay.
you can approach them and everything, but you are not to murder anybody while you carry this shield, understand?
Sildar.
Taking
Shield.
people into custody is different, but that's not
Sildar.
what this is even for. Yes.
Are you saying we have to take the black?
I don't understand what you're saying.
Game of Thrones reference, guys.
No, God, nobody watches that shit but you.
Well,
It's been a
watch.
while.
The watch.
Yes, I
Right.
got you what you're saying.
Right.
I'm getting some OK Corral vibes. That's all. Like, you know, from
Not
Well,
quite.
I have
we
some
get
good news too.
deputized and then we go take care of the cowboys.
Mhm.
We got good news as well.
Hmm.
Not only are we helping at the town, but I may have secured payment for helping at the town clear the red bands.
Oh yeah.
Additional payment.
The lady at the Miners Guild gave us some information on who the leader is, and we mentioned that we were adventurers, and she said that she would be willing to pay 100 gold per person if we killed the bandit leader.
I mean, I was
Right.
already going to give you all 100 gold.
Well, that'd be a nice 200 gold then in our pockets.
Yeah, sounds like you need to quit talking about these plans in front of each other's employers. We're going to get double crossed.
Still, I know that you were going to still pay us. That's how you incorporate loyalty, right?
Look,
Ryan's gonna smile at him sweetly.
Ah,
I just want the red brands taken care of. I know what my reasoning for it is, but I don't really know Halia that well. She's not one of mine.
I don't know her either. I don't know any of you,
either
but
way, why don't we just go there tonight and do what we said to do, and then we'll deal with the problems tomorrow.
so that brings me to the next part. The leader's name is Glassstaff.
Oh.
That's a stupid name.
I'm in agreement. But there is a distinguishing feature because he carries a glass staff.
Well, that's
Oh,
just
Shella,
ironic.
Hey, you might get an upgrade.
So we would be able to see who the leader is generally then by who's carrying the glass staff.
He walks around with a glass staff. What if it
You
breaks?
walk around with a great axe.
Yeah, because it's
Then
big,
the other thing.
Ah,
sharp, and beautiful.
They did say that it is going to be in the manor, as we mentioned. But then they talked a little bit about the Tressendars that owned the manor, and how the Red Brand moved in there after they vanished. Do you know anything about that, Sildar?
Yes. I mean, I do remember the Trezendars, and I know they were, traveling merchant family, fairly wealthy. And they, now that I think about it, yes, I guess it was about the time that they showed up that the Trezendars just kind of disappeared. Nobody really thought anything of it at first, because they said they travel, and sometimes they're gone for long times, going on their merchant adventures. But
Mm-hmm.
I guess they just left and never came back one day, and nobody really took too much notice to. We were busy dealing with the red brands, and it just never really came up.
So that's what I noticed. Can you tell me about the Trezendors? Were they human? Were they elf? Were they?
They were just some normal humans, just regular human family. Mostly, from what I know, a couple generations ago, they were just poor commoners, working for a few silver a day, and they eventually expanded their merchant empire. P-Handlin here in the Tribor Trail is one of the best places for being a merchant, so yeah.
And you mentioned that they were a family. Did they have any children?
There was two sons that ran the business, from what I remember. There was extended family that came to visit here and there, but it was mainly the two Trezendar brothers.
Perfect. That answers all my questions.
Yes. But anyways, yes, everybody has their badge now. Like I said, you're more than welcome to have your weapons. Just please, no murdering until we actually find their hideouts, and then you can murder all you wish.
now you
But
got
for now-
permission to go to the bar with us, Cole.
Yes.
Does anybody need the items identified?
No, don't touch it. I mean, no, I'm good.
Seems a bit possessive, but okay.
That's very possessive. Go.
Me? You guys are silly.
I mean, you're acting like it's cargo, but that makes sense.
New shiny. I like shiny, so what can I say?
No, that's very fair. I totally
Remy is
understand.
going to say a silent prayer to Timora.
Oh.
In her mind, she's going to say, "Thank you for presenting Ko a very faithful companion."
He got a maiden in the way he exactly wanted it to be.
Remy,
Probably.
Remy,
exactly
are you
And-
paying attention here? I've been trying to talk to you for the past 5 minutes. Why are you praying?
I will say, Remy, as you say that prayer, you don't hear any kind of response or anything, but you get the same feeling as when you were in Timora's present. That calm, serene,
Mhm.
gentle feeling, almost as if she hears you.
Yeah, she's smiling.
Remy smiled. Wait, what?
Oh,
I pinch her cheeks. Wait a minute, something's wrong here.
Yeah, everything stops in the room.
Eyebrow up.
Yeah.
Remy, are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine. Why wouldn't I be?
Because you're smiling.
Drow smile. Is there a problem?
Oh, well, not really a problem of mine. I have trouble smiling. See, I got these teeth. Just kind of like showing off my jaw. Dude. It's hard to tell when I'm smiling, but I could clearly see it. Looks good.
Oh my. Well, and Soldar will speak up. Like I said, Ayla's on me. I know I took you away from what you were about to go do, but I'm assuming you're going back to the Sleeping Giant.
Can I put this
Huh?
badge on my cloak?
Yeah, the
Yes,
Sleeping
yes.
Giant's the only
Yeah, yeah.
drinking
Yeah, I'm gonna
establishment.
put the badge too.
I affixate the P on my vestige or whatever, my robe.
All right.
I'm official guard.
Yes, you are. So yeah, would the party like to go over to the Sleeping Giant? Gathering.
If no one needs their items inspected or identified,
They had an hour. They know what they do.
No, thank you.
I'm actually going to turn in then for, mission. I do want to talk
Serenity.
to
Serenity, come on, we're drinking. Why are you turning in?
Bard.
You should be resting for this night mission, and you want to go drink at the bar.
My nerves are shot. I have a reason, DM.
Party.
I need to
Party hard.
I need to be at my top peak spell ability.
All right. You and your spell. I get it. I don't get it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't get it at all. You magic casters make me confused. But if you want, I'll order you a drink and then drink it for you.
I appreciate it.
There we go.
Tell me how it tastes later.
I will. Agatha, drinks.
You know what? I think I should go with, just because I think we're going to need to supervise people. Also, she's going to walk next to Shala.
Oh, no.
I'm right between Remy and Agatha. Then, I'm kind of like leaning against Remy off and on, and then I just feel that presence of Agatha right off to the left of me.
Remy, extend her hand out to you for you to grab it.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Take your hand.
Yep.
Zill, you lovely little goblin. You're drinking with us. You don't have a say in the matter.
Just pick them up and bring them.
So Sildar will just say, "Do I need to come with you, or can I trust you'll behave yourselves?"
We'll behave, Sildar. Quit acting like we're
Alright.
babies. Jeez.
Alright. Here's and he'll hand over 15 gold and he'll say, "That should be more than enough to have your fill. Just please don't get too drunk. We do have this mission tonight."
Yeah.
Would I be able
What-
to
What time of
go to
day
the
is
Miners
it?
Guild?
What's up?
Two things. One is what they want to do, but my question is, what time of day is it? Which might influence a lot of things.
It's
Like, is it mid-afternoon?
see, we
Were
did
we going
that.
into
We
evening?
did that.
Like,
I'd say it's probably about, let's say about 4 in the afternoon. So we still got a few hours before.
yeah, we
it's
could
gonna get
drink for a
dark.
few hours and then
It takes 4
come
hours to
back.
sober up. You'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be
Mhm.
fine.
Okay. So,
I'd like
I'm
to
just gonna
talk to
go. I'm just gonna
Miner.
go down the road just so I make sure we go. So Shella, Sleeping Giant.
Yep.
All right, Serenity.
I'd like to go to the miner, confirm the quest, and then turn in for the night.
Okay. If you want, I can just let that happen off
Yep.
scene, so we don't have to do a separate scene. That's
Yep.
fine. Co,
Yeah, giant.
Giant, Zill.
I don't think I have a choice.
Yep.
You have a choice.
No,
Sleeping
no, we
giant.
don't.
All right. Obviously, Remy's going to the Sleeping Giant.
Yep.
Yep. And Agatha.
So it's gonna be a babysitter, so
All right. Sweet.
Sleeping Giant.
So we will transition the party over to the Sleeping Giant.
Oh, this is great. We're back at this place again. What is it,
So,
Sil?
yeah.
Zill's
Everybody
being
go ahead
carried
and-
still.
Yeah, everybody go ahead and bring your tokens over.
What's up, bitches?
We're official now, town's guard.
So as the group approaches, the guards will just say, "Oh, it's you again."
Yeah, check
As it is
this
the
out.
same
Look at
guards
my
from earlier.
badge.
Oh, you got the Power Rangers badges. I see.
Oh, well, congratulations. Welcome,
Yeah.
welcome to the town guard.
Yes, we're-
yes.
We're just doing a little light carousing before we go on patrol later, or something.
Little off-duty celebration before you get the shift started. I'm guessing you have an evening shift
Indeed.
tonight then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, yeah. No.
Yeah, we're on Night's Watch.
Oh, completely understand that. You know, they just took me off a night watch the other night, and I tell you, it's peaceful at night and stuff, man. And he just starts kind of rambling on.
That's
Food.
nice. Let's get some drinks.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk by him.
All right, so you all walk in, and let me remember who the person is here.
Damn, Remy, what'd you do to Agatha to piss her?
I don't
Why-
have to do anything.
I
Remy's just
noticed, right?
Remy.
Sleeping giant, where did you go?
Oh, ho, ho.
Okay, there's
Sleeping
no
giant.
judge.
Oh, Grista, that's right. There's a dwarf named Grista. So yeah, as the group walks in, Grista is behind the bar, and she'll just say, "Ah, welcome back. Enjoying
Look
the day,
what
are
we
we?"
got. Yeah, show her the badge.
Oh, what is that?
We're helping.
Oh, how are you helping exactly?
Well, don't worry about it. We need drinks.
With the help
Um,
action.
I would like to use the help action to hurry it up. And I'll use a
Okay.
bonus action to be like, bitch, please. I need drinks.
Well, I guess if the guards let you in, it must be okay. She's a little nervous that you're coming in here with weapons per se.
Oh, yeah, don't worry.
But-
We're part of the watch. We're fixing to go on duty soon. Don't worry.
Go is
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Go
Gosh,
is
what'd you
like
think we were doing?
looking around at everyone and like with the badge, like making sure he's making eye contact with each of them and like pointing at the badge, like they all know now.
Yeah.
Like,
I see any
hey,
of you
look.
with a red sash.
So yeah, you just notice a couple red brands off in the corner. They don't look familiar at all. Just a couple random ones, just off to the
No
side
cider?
drinking. Nope, no cider.
Okay. Darn, I was
Um,
hoping we'd run into cider again. Okay.
And yeah.
What do the red brands do when I look at them and they see the badge? They don't really care, do they?
I would say like they kind of look at you guys as you walk in and they just kind of go back to it. But if you're like trying to stare them down and like kind of puff out your chest to show the badge, they might notice. Is that what you're doing?
Oh, no, I'm not trying to peacock. I was just
Okay.
like the reason, like just like she said, I have a big axe, and so that's why I'm like pointing to the badge the whole time, looking at people
yeah.
all right,
Look
don't
who has
worry.
permission now.
Yeah, exactly. Like, don't worry.
Actually,
Gotta
you make
register.
I
you
see
make
a red
you make
sash.
a
I
you
killed
make
the
a great
man
point.
wearing it.
You know what, Co? Just because I feel like this would work, give me an intimidation check as you walk into the bar with this big axe and your big Goliath self.
Shit.
Oh yes.
Why did we come here? We need drinks.
Oh no.
Oh, Cole, what
Man.
up, bro?
No.
They find you non-threatening in the least.
I mean, technically, that's good,
Okay, cool.
right?
Yeah, that's
That's
really
good.
good.
That's
That,
Friendly
like,
neighborhood
in this
code.
situation,
Technically, that is good.
in this situation, that's exactly what it should be. I shouldn't be
So,
trying
Ryuk,
to.
tell the other
Yeah.
girls laws
But yeah.
coming.
So
He's
as
so
that
dark.
happens,
And hell's coming to
Grista
steal
will
you.
say, "So, do you want an ale each, or should I just grab a pitcher and some glasses? How
Yes!
would you like this?"
Exactly. What you just said.
Actually, you know what? I tell
All
you
of
what.
it.
I got something special, and she'll pull out a small mini keg from under the bar, and she'll say,
Yes.
"We
Yeah?
actually got this in today for the celebration, and
Ooh.
nobody's got to drink it yet."
Well, we got 15 gold saying we could drink it.
Tell you what, it's 15 gold, and it's yours, and it should be
Wow,
more than
Sildar's-
enough for her to drink.
Yeah, Sildar lost all this money. That's great.
Huh.
That was fast.
Putting it to good use. All right.
Yeah.
Pour.
And yeah, she will hand you it's probably about, I don't know, roughly 2 feet tall and maybe about a foot wide. It's a pretty decent sized keg. It'll definitely be enough ale to. And she'll just kind of set it on the bar, and she'll go, hang on just a second, since you're taking the whole keg. And she will actually take the cork out from the side, and she'll put a little spout in it so that you can literally just
It's
pour the ale
shell size,
directly
yes.
from the keg. Yeah, it's kind of
Excellent.
like Shella size.
Here we go. Well, we fill up, right,
So-
guys?
Yep.
Bottoms up.
Bottoms up.
Wait, Agatha does not take any of the alcohol.
What
Okay.
is Agatha
What is?
doing?
Let me look
Where
at the-
is Agatha standing right now?
How strong is this alcohol?
I tell you what.
Can I look
Everybody
at it
that's-
without drinking?
Okay.
I mean, you had
So
all
very
the
much right
chances in
next
the
to me.
world to look at her when you weren't drinking.
You can look at it without drinking, but just
If-
looking at it, you're not really going to be able to determine.
Epic. All right, I'm gonna pretend I'm drinking, and by completely fucking faking it,
I mean,
Okay.
because I don't want to get yelled at by Co.
damn.
So,
sounds like
all right. So,
Nah.
Co's drinking, Shella's drinking. Remy, you drinking some?
Oh yeah.
All right. So, everybody that is currently drinking, give me a Constitution save.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
Remy, let me show you how it's done. Straight down the middle.
How it's done, he says.
Straight down the middle.
So-
How else was it supposed to be? I
This
didn't
is
fail
gonna go
like a
great.
pro.
So, Co, you down your ale. You know, you're drinking it and you down it, and you feel fine. You feel, it's good ale and everything, but you don't
Nice.
really feel anything from it yet.
Okay.
Shella, You feel a little intoxicated. Not too much, but you're more just kind of slightly blissful at this moment.
So, yeah, go
Remy,
ahead.
give me. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I got something to lead off of once now that I'm drunk.
Okay, real quick,
ahead.
and then I'll come right back. Remy,
Yeah.
give me a deck save
Sure.
at disadvantage.
Oh
Okay.
no, Remy. Good job, Remy.
Remy, you drink your ale, and you kind of go to lean back in your bar stool a little bit, and you completely fall out of the bar stool.
Mhm.
No one look down at
Remy!
her.
Oh my God! Somebody save her!
But Remy.
That's rough,
I'll
buddy.
come over there and pick Remy up and put it back on the seat. This is not here, Remy.
But the floor is so great.
No, you don't know where these people. The floor has been.
I spin on my bar stool and then I stop and look towards Agatha. And I'm like, you know who you remind me of?
Yes, drunk Shella.
Oh, that was
You-
a terrifying before.
Well, you remind me of this man who turned into you. You look just like him when he changed.
Excuse me, what?
Yes, his name was Arthur, and he changed shapes. And he changed into you at one time, trying to say he had a... Oh, what's that human word for it? Love interest?
Bossy.
I don't think that was it. That's a goblin thing.
Wife?
What? Oh, maybe.
Waifu?
I don't remember.
Nani?
They were...
Eyebrows.
I don't know. Last time I saw him slink away with Bull, and they had a conversation, and they all looked like they were sad afterwards. I don't know why, but the guy turned into you. You. Finger shake.
I feel like
Yeah.
this needs a wisdom save to determine
Insert-
how this goes.
Insert trans arts joke.
No,
Sounds
Agatha
good.
just kills me. Oh shit! That's the end of the show, everybody. Good night. Damn.
20.
You gonna fail or what?
She takes it well. Alright, not well, but
Swear to God, he looked just like you.
this person, did he have a
Hmm?
sort of like form where he wasn't me or looked like him? Maybe little bites, something like that?
I'm going to make a history check, DM, to see if I recall ever seeing him in his changeling form. 'Cause I think
that sounds good.
he's been knocked out a couple of times in front of Shella. But I
A
feel
good
like a
number
history
of
check.
times.
Yeah.
You
The
were to
four.
blame for
Oh my
But
God,
I am
it's
drunk,
a-
so I don't know. Wait, what are you talking about? What? Did he turn into who? Maybe she didn't hear you right or something. The liquor's finally catching up to her. No, he turned into you a couple of times. He turned into this hot noble woman. At least I was told it was hot. Then he turned into this noble man. Well, I don't know. That was his form that I knew him as Arthur. What was it? What did he always call himself when he was a female? Huh, I don't remember.
Well, you know the old saying. Tequila to remember, whiskey to forget. Looks like you're
I'm
drinking
sorry,
whiskey.
did you hear something? There are
No,
voices
no.
in the air.
You're probably just drunk and crazy.
I swore
No,
I seen you before, though.
he's dead.
What?
And
Oh, I mean,
She's just
yeah,
to
I
look at the
probably
ale?
killed him.
what?
Well, I'm sure it was harmless. No, wait, I didn't kill him. Did I? I'm having flashbacks of back to Eltara whenever we nearly burned down the entire city because she was like, I'm just going to fireball you and be done with it.
Yeah. Great
I
character
will-
development this session.
Yeah. So Shella just kind of like stares there at a moment, almost like she's looking at a flame, like she's a moth. And I was like, almost got him.
No, you're clearly crazy.
Wow, I've
She
been
then
called
just
that a
reaches
couple times
over,
too.
grabs a thing of ale.
Drinking
She's
now,
just
aren't you,
gonna
bitch?
down it.
No.
All
Nice.
right, all right.
Social
Go ahead
awkwardness
and
got
as you
to you.
down the L,
Nice.
the con save. See how hard you are.
Yeah, let's hope for that one. God damn.
Aw. Do we need to roll
Feel
you
fine.
this
Tastes like pretty good ale and everything, but it doesn't really seem to intoxicate you at all just yet.
Another.
Take another.
Yes.
Wow, you're
Alright.
going down pretty hard.
Take another one.
Save some for the rest of us, damn it.
Damn.
You are still okay.
I try to keep up. Go, we gotta keep up. She's gonna drink it all.
I was just like watching this all unfold with the one drink that he had, and he's just
Oh,
like,
shit.
"Yeah, we have duties today."
No, go, she's gonna
Alright.
drink it all on us.
So Shella, on your second one, you down it, and as you're like tipping it back and leaning back, go ahead and make that dex save as well.
Oh no. I'm a small creature. It might hurt my feel bad.
If Shella
Oh,
dips,
Agatha,
can I
too.
try and catch?
12.
So yeah, you like go to kind of fall back a little bit. You slowly catch yourself, and I guess yeah, if you want to try and like catch her as she seems to slip. Yeah.
Oh no, they're all falling, Co. What are you gonna do?
Those just watching this whole thing unfold.
I almost went to Casbah for
Completely
just
sober.
a split second and just be like, I'm always going to be in this position. Guys, we don't forget we still have to night watch. Damn it. I'm watching it by myself again.
Agatha ignores that, just walks over. Something strong, please.
I mean,
Agatha,
what you're drinking is pretty strong, but I mean, if you want something stronger, I do have one other thing.
what is the purpose of this behavior, Agatha? Coming from Co.
She just
Yeah.
looks at you with a look of she's about to stab you.
Okay, fair enough. I'll shut up.
Mood.
So Crystal will say, if you want something, it'll be a gold, but this will be quite strong.
She slaps down gold.
All right, and she she goes like underneath the bar and brings out this bottle that's wrapped in cloth, and she slowly unwraps it. She'll set down a glass.
Whoa.
The claw. And she'll pour you 2 fingers in a glass.
Ooh, nice.
And she'll hand it to you and say, "There you go. I'm warning you though, this is quite strong."
Ignoring the warning, down them both.
It's pure moonshine.
Cool. Go ahead and give me that con save at disadvantage this time.
Yes.
7. Oh shit.
Uh-huh. And were you standing while you were doing this?
Yes.
Okay. I will say, as you take this shot, you drink it back, it burns really, really harsh. And you immediately just feel extremely intoxicated, almost as if 3 drinks that you've now had, well, or 4 even, all hitting you at once. You are extremely intoxicated, and yeah, give me a dex save to try and catch yourself as your legs kind of start to give out on you.
Good at these.
Damn.
Yeah. You still are able to like catch yourself and hold yourself up, and you're alright, but you are definitely intoxicated and will be for a little while.
Sorry, I found some cool sound effects while we were waiting.
She looks down at the glasses, whips her head over, stumbles a bit, and looks directly at Shella.
Just flinging my arm up and down. Not even doing anything interesting, just out of it.
Let's very slowly blink and look at Remy. I don't know at this point.
Okay.
Or-
All good. Gristle will just look and go, man. Oh, I really sure know how to drink before. We'll have to work soon, don't you?
Yes, we do.
Zill will nod,
Yes.
and he will
we
put
do.
down the tankard.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not one to complain. You know, I'm just a bar patron. I'll take your gold anytime.
Zill,
Yes, wow.
Show some restraint, Zill. Come on. The one drink.
The one drink.
Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, we're Night Watch. You guys are totally safe tonight. Don't worry. You'll be good in our hands. Shella, are you okay? I'm gonna poke Shella. Yeah.
That's
right.
it?
Fizzle pop.
Okay.
Just speaking Cobalt again. Remy.
This is soccer. Into football.
Someone. Well, am I the
Gonna look
adult?
at
You
Co.
Drug.
Yeah.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Co,
Yes.
did you say my name?
I did.
What would you
Jesus.
like?
I need help with Shella. She's speaking in tongues. And I'm pretty sure Agatha's about to kill somebody.
Gonna turn her head and look at Agatha with her eyebrow raised. Why does he think you're gonna kill somebody?
Yes, I'm going to. She's just slumped over the bar at this point. Trying to string her up. Slow roast her. Or maybe something worse.
Rotisserie's good too.
She just kind of pats the side of her cheek at this point. You try to do horrific things to people, yes?
We can. She looks at Agatha.
She's too drunk to recognize if that's a threat right now. Oh, good. Pats cheek again. Maybe not kill her, just maybe drag her down there? Who knows?
She's gonna look at Co and she's gonna be like, she's talking nonsense. You're scared over this little thing right here? She point. You should be scared of me. Remy smiles brightly.
What is happening? I've lost so much control of the party. I'm not the leader.
Hey,
Alright,
yo,
show
so
people Red
Bubba's
Bull.
cool.
I mean, over some time. Like I imagine, like if it's 4 o'clock, we probably spend at least enough time here until like 5 or so. Maybe sober up a hair, so we can actually walk out of here. Maybe I don't know.
So
Yeah.
here's the deal. You all have been here for about an hour, and anybody that failed their con saves and got intoxicated. Let's see. Agatha, you're intoxicated for 4 hours. You had 4 drinks.
Damn.
Shella, you had 2 drinks. You're intoxicated for 2 hours. And Remy, you only had the 1, so you're intoxicated for 1. Anybody intoxicated have disadvantage on dexterity checks or saves, and disadvantage on attacks while they're still intoxicated.
Man, I
feel
wish
like-
being intoxicated was that simple. Had a exact time frame and everything.
Actually,
you know.
actually, there is some science and stuff behind it.
It is.
I actually-
There is. It's just not that exact.
Anyways,
Anyway, yeah, we're not here to
yeah.
do science stuff. This is D&D, dude.
So there's science and math in D&D.
well,
so yeah,
but I'm just saying we're not here to talk about the real world, goddammit.
if the party is done drinking and enjoying themselves, back to the inn.
Yeah.
I'm guessing to go meet with Soldar.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go ask to carry me.
Yeah.
Ah!
Oh, okay, good. Damn it. All right. Come here.
So yeah, Gristle will just say thank you for your time and please come back anytime. Enjoy. It was great. I've got lots of really strong stuff here.
Oh, do I do it, guys? Do I do it? Do I fuck us before we leave?
Too late. DM
Yeah.
already changed maps. No, what you
Alright.
got? I'll go back.
Never
If you
mind.
got something.
No,
what
no,
you
no,
got?
no,
No.
I was stable enough to realize I didn't want to make that comment. yeah,
Okay. I see that. I see. Good.
yeah. I was like, I'll make a save.
All right. So, yeah, as the party comes back to the meeting room, Sildar will just go, well, looks like some of you enjoyed yourselves quite well.
Crawl up
On
onto
the
a
Harbin,
chair
are
and
we?
Yeah.
just crawl up into a chair and start napping with the butterfly floating around me.
Mhm.
I was gonna go.
Well, it's fine.
I learned some
Damn it,
things
dude,
today,
if we-
Sildar.
If we make her a
Oh,
VTube
nice.
model, she's gotta have a butterfly now.
Alright, one second. Shella, what you got real quick?
Oh, I was just thinking now that if we ever do that VTube model, we're gonna have to add a butterfly to it.
Oh, no, absolutely, for sure.
Yeah,
Alright,
put it in notes.
Alright, Ko. What you got?
Oh, I was just saying, Sildar, I learned some things just now.
Ah,
we might not be trustworthy at the bar.
what did you learn?
Yeah, we might be a chaotic group. Starting to think we are impulsive.
Mhm.
But don't hold me to that. I'm not too sure yet.
Ask him if he hears the calling.
Yeah, do you hear the call? Oh, wait.
Yeah, where'd that come from?
Move Rise as one.
Yeah.
Cheese? Sildar has a craving for
Cheese.
cheese all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Jeez, how did that happen?
So yeah,
Yeah, that's
Well-
all I had.
I mean, I guess it's still a little early. We have a little bit of time. I suggest you take the rest of the time to actually get some rest before mission tonight. We have, I don't know, it's what, about 5, I'd say probably about, 4 hours or so. It should be dark enough that we can head out.
Sounds like a next week problem.
Well, I've got my long rest. That's all I gotta know.
Yeah, Serenity, you stayed here and you chilled. You will get a long rest.
Woo!
Sure. We'll say, Agatha, since you're drunk for 4 hours, half the time of what you would need, you will not get a long rest. It will be disrupted rest for sure.
Would you say they get a short rest though?
Yes, you would get a short rest. I will give you that, but you will not be able to get the full effects of a long rest because you got a little too drunk. Everybody else should be able to get their rest and everything. Yeah.
Oh, okay then.
And with
Appreciate
that, we will turn tonight, and we will start planning to head out for Otterleaf Farm, get some more info, and attack Trezendar Manor, and possibly find the Red Brands.
Cool.
So, I will say we still got a little bit of time. If anybody would like to do any last minute stuff, any preparations, or anything, you can run through that. Any conversation, or we can just call it here shortly. Do I get anything?
I haven't got anything. I'm
You
drunk,
haven't
so-
got anything? You haven't got anything?
Nah.
I think once
Bill's
I
just kinda
arouse from my rest,
Sleeping,
I
waiting.
think when I get out of my rest, I'll go out to the porch and kind of like sit down and maybe keep an eye out for cider.
Okay.
I'm looking to inspect some cargo.
I'll bite. Tell you what.
You bite?
Give me a perception first.
Yeah, sure. Let's see if we can find this mama's boy real quick.
Wait, it's a 3.
You know what room he's in, Shella? Damn.
I know, but I don't want to be rude.
10.
Oh, I would be so rude. Oh my god.
I know, that's why you're not allowed.
So I will say, with that, out of the corner of your eye, you see somebody walk into Cider's room. Close the door. Don't quite catch if it is Cider or not, but you do see somebody walk into his room.
Well, I don't want to interrupt him if he went to bed. Yeah, that just... She didn't catch him, so that doesn't happen. Anybody else? Anything? Co, you got it. You got a whetstone on that axe? No.
Zill's just gonna sit there quietly.
Damn, Sil, you're a talkative person.
Right.
Mostly thinking about the time thing.
Yes, I see. Yeah, no, that's fair. What do you mean that's what happened?
Why are you saying mm-mm to him for?
Tell me, Zil. Tell me, you say you're thinking of Time War. What exactly are you thinking?
Past.
Anything more specific you'd like to share, or just...
Yeah, you don't have to be a one-note tone here, guy.
So, I wrote down all that backstory like 5 minutes ago. I've literally just finished it.
Well, then, play off it. What are you thinking? Sorry, I'm over here backseat DMing. Oh, wait,
You see him just mostly... You see him like tap his like mouth a little bit. Mostly thinking about the time we talked.
And tell me, while you're thinking about this, like, how are you feeling? Are you feeling like, you know, you enjoyed that experience? Is something you want to do again? You feeling bad? You feeling bitter? Okay.
And it only motivates Zill to take out the red band some more.
Alright. I will say, as you think about Time War and think about that experience, you get that same feeling like you did when you were in her domain and her presence, just kind of a feeling of serene and peace and calm. Which is weird, because you have conflicting feelings about this.
It does make Zill slightly uncomfortable.
That's Timora for you, you never know.
Alright, do we want to leave it there and start our raid next week?
Yeah, I think if nobody else has anything, this is a great stopping point.
Last call for drama.
I mean, does anybody drag Agatha up to her room?
I mean, when you've been dragged all the way here, how much further do you need to go?
I would say yes, Agatha. The party probably dragged you and like put you down in your room.
I'd imagine.
What'd I tell you? I'm busy. Stop it. Yep.
You asked for the good stuff and you got it for sure.
Well, she'll wake up with a hell of a headache, stumble downstairs, look at Shella, and then look at Remy. If Remy's downstairs.
Yes, Remy is
What are you
downstairs. She's
looking
on the
at? No.
couch. She's curled up on the couch.
Now that I think about it, I probably can't. How close did I come to getting punched in the face?
You didn't. We didn't come close at all.
You seem very poised.
Well, we're not.
Members. Tight.
We kept on Jill, so we're with rope around our necks. So I'm guessing nothing bad happened. Well, debatable.
No, everything's fine. Peachy dandy. By the way, there's a guy named
Anybody
Arthur who
say
looks a lot like
Peach?
you.
She wakes up and rubs her eyes.
Yeah, that too.
I could really go for a peach right now.
Yes, you told me about that.
About fruits.
I mean, probably maybe get a snack at the farm later this, here soon.
Yeah, let's
We
go.
got great fruit trees over there.
What? Who eats grapefruit? Blah, blah.
Oh, no, not grapefruit. Great fruit trees.
That's not what you said, you lying. Sorry, I'm making this harder than that.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's all good.
Let's go to the farm.
Yeah, let's go. She's gonna get up and stretch out a little bit. Agatha, you coming?
Yeah. Next time I try to drink that heavily, someone please do something about it.
Okay.
She's gonna smile at you. Alright. And then she'll walk by you.
Alright, guys, let's go ahead and end it there because I already went to the stream ending screen. So yeah, next week we will go there. Go ahead.
No, you.
Alright, I just want to go ahead and say thank you everybody for hanging out with us tonight. Hope you all enjoyed the stream, and if you want, stick around. We're going to go find somebody to raid real quick. Join us Friday, !help at Twitch chat if you want to play some D&D with some of the friends that I have here tonight. We look forward to playing some D&D. There's the link to the game, link to the Discord. Join our Discord. That's where the voice chats are happening. And also a Character Mancer video, so you can watch that and learn how to make a character, learn most of the rules, all that good stuff. Say goodnight to Twitch and Facebook.
Good night, Twitch and
Good
Facebook.
night.
And you, person, good night.
Everybody.
Adios.
Yeah, good night, y'all.
And with that, my friends, we're going to go ahead and call it there. You have a good night, and ask these people when we raid, do they hear the calling? You know which one, the chaotic calling. Stay tuned. We get that raid going.
Before, like, I had my MRIs, when I told her about my face thing, and she was like, whatever you do when you go to neurology, do not go to this doctor. Chaotic calling. So edgy. I like it. Thank you for the raid. How was stream? Is Sway still here, by the way? They called my mom because she's my emergency contact to tell her to tell me that the appointment's canceled. Oh, I hear it. I hear it. It's a little whisper though. It's like a hello. We need with hands. Oh, the hand thing I feel like would be hard. I don't know. I don't know if Teresa could make that. Unless we can rip it from like some. I don't know, he was okay, but I feel like there's better, and I'm a little salty, so I called them and I was like, can I just switch my doctor? He's fucked up like 3 times with not just me, but with like what my friend's mom was telling me. My friend's mom was like, oh, the doctor was kind of, what's the word I'm looking, didn't care with her and her daughter, and then she witnessed another patient he had not be able to get her prescriptions, was having a lot of trouble, who she advocated for because she's a nurse, so she helped her out. And I was like, that's interesting, because I was having trouble getting my prescriptions from him too, and I couldn't even make my appointment after I saw him at the hospital, so he scuffed. Because if you think about it, the doctors that are available, they're usually like the shit ones, if you think about it, right? So I'm gonna try and get a different neurologist. If I can. I don't know how it's gonna work. Hey, Captain. We do need a hand him out. Not so early, I know. I mean, it's not that early though. It's not that early. Early for me, but I've been on a poopy schedule, but this is better. This is better. This is actually perfect because if I'm gonna do that Nobara cosplay this weekend. What kind of shape is this exactly? Had transferred networks. He's good, but it seemed like his old network was overbooking him. Oh, that sucks. You like moo? I'm ready for all the cow jokes, except not the milking ones. Those ones are gonna piss me off. You can't milk those. There's nothing to milk. Thanks, Thunder. The worst part of Spinal Tap for me was they botched one. Oh no. Yeah, I'm doing Nobara. We're going all out. I have to test the wig tomorrow. I haven't tested it. I was supposed to do it today, but then what I was expecting to do today didn't happen. But I need to test the wig because I would hope I can like not make it look like shit. We'll see. We'll see. Everything. And then I have to rip one of the sleeves. I don't know how I can rip it to where it doesn't look like I just cut it off. But I need to rip the left sleeve, because that's where all the roses are gonna go. That's gonna take me so long to do roses from here to here. Ink. I tested it. I have to like wipe it off every time I like redo the rose thing. It's gonna be a bitch. I'm not a cat.